What's going on, guys? Just wanted to make a relatively short video. Just came across something, thought it would be good to put on the channel for anybody that happens to run across it in the future. But came out to do just a general maintenance on this system out here, and obviously the first thing I noticed when I got in the attic was drain pan's rusty. Signs of water, obviously. It's pretty rusty. Also, I noticed there were signs of water. Looked like it had appeared to be either sweating or leaking out of the unit. And obviously once I pulled the door, I have the blower assembly out just for easier access. It was easy to tell that this air handler has had quite a bit of water in it for quite a long time. So you can see where it's been in the electrical cabinet, chewed up our ground, so we'll have to cut that back and clean that up. You can also see where it looks like there's been almost 3/4 of an inch of water in this cabinet. Another thing that I noticed was that this foot that keeps the pitch on the drain pan, it was sitting here at some point in time. You can see the outline of it. So I know somebody was here chasing a condensate issue. But the big thing that I noticed right off the bat when I'm dealing with condensate issues on these Carrier Bryant style air handlers in a horizontal position is there's two rubber end caps that are supposed to be on the back side of this evaporator coil. And basically what they do in a horizontal application is the runoff from the top side of your A coil will run down, and again, depending on which way, horizontal left, horizontal right, in this case horizontal left, all that water feeds down into this area, and this is a trough on the top side of the coil which comes down to a little J-tube, and that J-tube runs that condensation down into the evaporator pan. Well, what happens when you don't have these caps on there is the air, since this is a negative pressure air handler, it's actually pulling the water this way, so it will actually draw the water out of this trough. And it's hard to see, but there's a water mark here where water's ran down, and also a big one here where water's ran down underneath of the pan. And you can see how it's all rusted under there. The kicker is, while I was looking under the pan, look what I found. These are both the rubber grommets. They're usually indicated by left and right. There you go. You can see left right there and right. So these go on the end as just that, a cap on the end of this trough to prevent that water from being pulled out and forcing that water to drain down and come out here. It's kind of hard to see, but there is a subtle slant. This coil basically tapers as it goes back on the top side of this A coil. So these troughs actually do have pitch on them, so the water should drain this way. But without these on there, whoever was out here chasing this condensation issue was fighting a losing battle, because they were never going to fix it until they addressed that right there. So I don't know how many guys have ran into that in the field. I've ran into it a few times. One of them kicked my butt. I think I was there probably 2 or 3 different times and just could not figure it out until I was actually had to pull the coil, and didn't know what I was looking for at the time several years ago. But since then, that's one of the things that I look for on a mystery condensation issue. So just keep that in mind, guys, when you're out in the field. If your drain line's clear, your unit's pitched right, your pan's not cracked, and it's an application like this, take a look at the back side of that evaporator coil. It might save you some headaches in the future. So hope that helps. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.